Previously on The Flash.
I got hit with the dark matter that must have affected me somehow.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. We got a whole bunch of comic book stuff coming up on The Flash, stuff that people have been asking for. Danielle Panabaker teased the next couple of episodes. She actually confirms a couple of other details too, then I'll explain what's going on. Because there are a couple of things that they're doing that people have been asking for a long time. There is a new round of that Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. So here's that video from Danielle Panabaker.
And 15 is going to be a really cool episode. It's something we've never done before. It's a really cool idea. 16 is going to be great. 17 is the episode we're filming right now that Kevin Smith is directing. We have a table read for episode 18 tomorrow, being directed by returning favorite Hana Lee. So we're keeping busy, but they're definitely catching up. You guys watch them so quickly. You guys watch the episode faster than we can make them. Doing more crossover episodes. I don't know. I feel like later in the season we tend to have like little popover crossover episodes where it's just one person. I'd like to see more of that in the upcoming season. I mean, guys, we gotta fight the Thinker. He's 2 steps ahead of us. We're getting close to finding all those bus metas, though. The Tornado Twins. I don't know who the Tornado Twins are. Will Goldberg be coming back? I think his storyline wrapped up really well. I just actually watched episode 12. I thought it was great. I thought it was actually one of our stronger episodes. So, I think I really like the way his storyline ended. Will Killer Frost go back to being on the bad side? I would like to know more about that myself. I would like to know what makes Killer Frost so bad, and I hope we get to explore that a little bit more. Let's see. Any more good Caitlin and Cisco stuff coming up? In the episode we're filming right now, which is episode 17, there's some good stuff with Caitlin and Cisco. I always want more of that. Let's see. Will they do any more of the Rogues? I don't know about the Rogues. I feel like, a few of them are busy over on Legends. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for popping by, asking some questions.
So a lot of funny stuff in there. She corroborates some information that we have about the next couple of episodes. I think it's funny that she doesn't know who the Tornado Twins are. I usually don't expect the actors to understand a lot of really deep mythology because a lot of times the TV show will change stuff, so it can mess with their heads a little bit if they're performing for where the character ends up and not where they're supposed to be in each episode. So like there's an emotional arc that they have to track, so it's not always important that they know what's going to be happening next. You also probably detected that she sidestepped that question about season 5, like, oh, we got the Thinker now, we have to worry about this happening right now. But she does smile a little bit, so they're all pretty solid that everybody is coming back. But when she says episode 15 is something cool that they've never tried before, based on what the actors have been talking about, that sounds like it's going to be their Flash family episode. And it's something that I've been asking for a long time, but logistically it's a little harder to pull off because it's more expensive, you have to pay more actors, and if they really are going to put a lot of them together on screen, then you want them to be using their Flash powers like you would see when they were on Young Justice together or the other animated series. From a production standpoint, it's just a lot harder to pull off, but that sounds like the episode that Jay Garrick and Jesse Quick are coming back for. That will lead directly into the Run Iris Run episode, so it sounds like whatever's happening with Iris, there are a lot of theories about her being pregnant, this being Dawn West, and her being in this Flash moment with Barry because of her powers, and that whole thing with Cecile getting powers because of her pregnancy being foreshadowing for something similar happening to Iris, and just because if she were pregnant, she would have Barry's speedster children inside her, so her pregnancy powers would be more specific to the Speed Force. She kind of brushes past episode 16, but we've all seen the pictures. We know that's going to be the Speedster Iris episode. We don't know exactly how long she's going to have those, but they made it sound like it's going to be a relatively quick thing. So maybe less time than Cecile has had telepathy powers. I'm guessing that she's only going to be in that costume for that one episode, and then there might be some after effects in episode 17, but whatever is going to happen to give her those actual Speed Force powers, it will probably happen at the very end of episode 15. So then you've also probably seen Kevin Smith on the set filming his episode. It's 17 this year. He posted this picture of elongated man, so I know we've all had the theory about the Thinker stealing his powers to give himself his old body back. He looks fine in this episode, so if that's going to happen, it's not going to be till later in the season. But then he also posted this picture from behind the scenes with Neil Salins in the chair with this crazy long beard. Unless he's getting ready to go to hair and makeup to shave off that beard and film an actual scene with him in the Thinker costume, The only other reason for him to be on set is to use him as a reference for stuff that they'll do voiceover for later. Like, it becomes more of a mind space thing where his wife thinks she's speaking to the original version of the Thinker, then later they just add him with a little bit of special effects and voiceover, so he hasn't fully reclaimed his body yet. Because remember, it's episode 17, Elongated Man is walking around free and clear, but technically it's still Neil Salen's mind in these other people's bodies. She also says during that episode that there's going to be a lot more Caitlin Sisko scenes. They haven't spent a whole lot of time together. There's a lot of fun pairings that you haven't seen a lot of this past season just because of the storylines that they're doing. Like, they're obviously teasing Iris eventually getting pregnant so they can do speedster children, they can get to Bart Allen. So most of Barry's scenes have been with Iris for the last couple of episodes, especially since he just got out of prison. And a lot of Sisko's scenes have been group scenes with Elongated Man, Harrison Wells, and Caitlin. There haven't been a lot of those Caitlin Sisko scenes from way back in season 1.
He's your brother, Sisko.
Not by choice.
Okay, well, how bad can a birthday party be?
My folks think Dante stink, don't stink. Doesn't matter how much he screws up or how many times he gets into trouble. In their eyes, he can do no wrong. And yet, they never fail to remind me that I can do no right.
What if I came with you?
She confirms that they're going to be going deeper into Killer Frost. We'll find out why she's so evil. I've always had a problem with the way the writers portray that character just because she shouldn't be evil or different from Caitlin. Her mind shouldn't change when her powers are active. It is a bit of a bummer, but she does kind of confirm that Goldberg isn't coming back. But he got that 2-episode arc, which was way more than I expected when he came on the show. I just expected him for that 1 episode and then maybe come back later in the season. But they turned it into a much bigger thing in episode 12. So really important stuff. Remember, Flash comes back on the 27th, so it's still on break next week. There'll probably be some more footage for episode 14, so of course I'll still do bonus videos. So let me know in the comments, which future episode are you guys most excited about? Flash Family just sounds really badass. And I know everybody's waiting for Coffee Shop Girl to come back. We don't know when she's coming back, but she does have to come back later this season just because they left things with a pretty big cliffhanger there. Alan always pays, writing Speed Force symbols, very clearly building towards a big reveal. But a lot of times that's why they don't reveal the future episode titles, because that can give that away. Like during season 1 when episode 9 was titled The Man in the Yellow Suit, so you're like, holy shit, they're doing Reverse Flash. So what'll happen is I'll name the giveaway winner when I post new DC. There's a bunch of other stuff happening today. As long as you have alerts enabled, you should see all the videos. So you can click here for the trailer for next week's Flash, and you can click here for brand new Spider-Man and Infinity War. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.